Hi guys, this is the video for my midterm of CIS 9467 business modeling, and I'm studying taxation, so I try to use the tax data for my midterm. So this is a table from the state government website. It shows the each state's tax amount to be collected, and there is several tax items. So, for example, Alabama has a $9.9 million of taxes to be collected. It consists of property taxes, sales tax, license tax, income tax, and other taxes. And if we go to the California, it shows $155 million to be collected, and it also has a property tax, license tax, income taxes. And then this tab shows the tax amount actually paid to the state, each state government. So for example, again, Alabama has a $9.7 million of taxes that actually paid to the state government. And if you remember, it shows that $9.9 million was to be collected, so $0.2 million are not collected for last year, 2016. And if you go to dashboard 1, let's look at this. It shows the state tax amount of each state, and it shows the categories of income taxes, license taxes, the same thing that we saw before at the table. So if you just click the California, it shows income taxes of this. If you remember, the total tax was $155 million. Alabama, it was $9.9 million here. Income tax, $3.8 million. Sales tax, $5 million. And also, the graph of the on the right side, it shows the each tax items total tax amount for the each states. So the total will be like this. California and New York is the major state of that they have a highest amount of taxes. So let's go to property taxes. Property taxes are not the major tax items, but they are only California, Columbia, District of Columbia, Michigan, and I think West Virginia has the only state they have a property taxes for last year. And also the graph below, it shows the tax amount actually paid last year. So we can just see that if you have a lot of taxes, you actually paid a lot of taxes, even though there is a deduction or whatever. So again, the state tax actually paid amount has also California and New York is the major state. And if you go to dashboard 2, there is a percentage of taxes paid out of the taxes to be collected. So I set up that if they actually collect the money out of to be collected amount, if it is under 40%, I marked as yellow. And if it is over 40 but less than 80, it is yellow. And if it is over 80, I mark it as a green bird. The interesting is that there is a there is a percentage which is over 1%. I mean, which is over 100% because sometimes paid, they make a overpayment for their taxes. And this graph shows mm, just try to visualize the tax amount paid out of the sum of the tax to be collected. So it shows that Tennessee and Michigan and District of Columbia and Georgia, they have some gap between the taxes to be collected and taxes actually paid. And the last graph that I want to show is power map. So this is the percentage of the taxes paid, and you can see that I think this is Oregon and California, actually East Coast and West Coast, and there's a Chicago, Illinois. The major state has already collect the most of the taxes they have to collect. But I guess the states which locate in the middle of the United States, they have they have a certain gap between the taxes collected and taxes to be paid. So, and the second power map shows the if we go to the another power map, it shows the tax amount to be collected. So here you can see the tax amount as a graph or as a color like a KPI. So I guess the a major state, which is the East Coast and West Coast, the economy and the populations are very concentrated on the West Coast and East Coast. That it was interesting that the Florida has a lot of taxes paid to be collected too. Maybe they have some vacation places and they got more entertaining things for summer maybe. And other state like Idaho and Montana, Dakota, and New Mexico has uh, really less taxes to be collected. Yeah, I think this is the pretty much of today for the midterm. And actually, I tried to make a data to graph, including the mm, like gross income percentage, like a family which has a gross income percentage like less than 20, and who is located in the over 20, between 50 to 75, 75 to 100. But uh, it was too complicated, so maybe at final or next year, I wish I can visualize the more complicated data for taxes. Thank you.